You want to retire. You've put a lot of time and effort to save up for retirement, and now you're ready to cash in. It's important to consider your budget, though. During retirement, you stand a chance of running out of money if you spend too much right away. However, spending too little may also prevent you from having the retirement you've always dreamed of. So, how much does it really cost? Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, it's important to prepare for it. Using the multiply by 25 rule, you can easily figure out how much savings you'll need based on your income. Welcome back to our fiery channel. This is Fire. Here we bring you wealth tips, financial advice, cryptocurrency information, and updates on the financial world that you should definitely catch up with. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and ring that bell to get notified every time we upload a new video. We make sure we only bring you the best of content. In this video, we will talk about the multiply by 25 rule, or simply the 25 times rule, to make sure that you make the best of your retirement years. It's going to be an enjoyable, holistic ride from here on out, so make sure you listen well and enjoy. Please share your thoughts in the comments below and watch till the end to find out how you can be financially independent, successful, and wealthy. Similar to the majority of individuals, you've probably pondered about the question, how much money do I need to retire? It's not always straightforward when you're trying to figure out how much money you'll need for retirement. You may not even know what you're eating for supper tomorrow, much less how much money you'll need in a few years' time when you retire. However, it is beneficial to consider looking at the larger picture. Generally speaking, the earlier you begin to save, the better off you will be. The 25 times rule is a method of estimating how much money you'll need to save for retirement in order to live comfortably. For it to work, you must first estimate the yearly retirement income you intend to contribute from your own resources, then multiply that figure by 25. So, how does the 25 times rule work? In reality, there's no exact way to forecast the precise amount of money you'll need to have saved up in a savings account by the time you're ready to retire from your job permanently. However, this does not mean that you can't set a target amount, and to do that, you may find the 25 times rule to be quite handy. When you start thinking about it, the 25 times rule is pretty straightforward to use. First and foremost, consider your needs and wants upon retirement. Will you continue to live your life in the same manner as you do today, or will it change? Will there be any increase in expenses or a decrease in costs? Do you have a preference for your degree of comfort? Next up, create a basic budget for your future way of life after you've done that. How much will it cost on an annual basis? Determine what kind of wage you would want to earn in order to fund your wants using this amount. Finally, multiply that amount by 25 to get a sense of the overall money you'll need to save by the time you'll be eligible for retirement. For example, if you want to live off $60,000 a year upon retirement, you multiply this by 25 and you'll see that you need at least $1.5 million in savings. As soon as you have a rough estimate of your desired retirement savings level, you can begin working on increasing your savings. You could decide to put more money down each month, invest in a way that'll help you attain your goal, or do both. Now that we know how the 25 times rule works, let's find out exactly why it works. The 25 times rule offers you a lump sum payment that permits you to make regular withdrawals each year for a total of 30 years. It is based on 1994 research conducted by financial counselor William Bengen, who sought to develop a straightforward instrument that would be useful to practically everyone. This meant that some elements, such as inflation, were integrated into the rule. Based on Bengen's calculations, withdrawing 4% of retirement savings each year may result in a 100% success rate when supporting a 30-year retirement. Despite the fact that his faith may have led to a minor overstatement, the 25 times rule is effective in the vast majority of circumstances. It works because it enables you to estimate your retirement requirements without having to factor in a large number of unknowns, and it does so with a small amount of cushion built in. Even if the amount of savings required to comply with the 25 times rule seems insurmountable, keep in mind that if you have other sources of income, you are not required to save every dollar of this 25 times. What do you think so far? Let us know in the comments. Before revealing the second half of this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button and share Fire with your friends. Spread the good news of financial independence and success. Just like every other rule established, this 25 times rule has its assumptions and limitations. Let's talk about them here. First thing, the 25 times rule assumes you have no other sources of retirement income. Income from defined benefit pensions, Social Security, government-sponsored pensions, or retail income are not included in the calculation. Because you may need to use one or more of these assets to supplement your personal retirement savings, you may have less than 25 times your annual expenditure in your personal retirement savings account. Previously, we said that your desired yearly costs during retirement is $60,000. With the 25 times rule, you know that you'll need $1.5 million saved up before retiring. But if you have a defined benefit pension plan that pays you $20,000 a year in retirement, what do? Because your pension would cover the first $20,000 of your retirement funds, you would only need to contribute $40,000 per year from your own resources to maintain your current standard of living. That implies you'd have to save $1 million in order to supplement your retirement income later in your life. Next, the 25 times rule assumes that your investments grow 4% higher than the inflation rate. It is also assumed under the 25 times rule that your retirement funds will earn at least a 4% annual rate of return over inflation, which is a conservative estimate. That implies that if inflation is 2%, your assets would provide a return of 6% every year. If you don't plan ahead, you might find yourself in a financial bind during retirement. Although the 25 times rule sounds great, we do advise you take this with a grain of salt. Always remember that the 25 times rule of thumb is based on an approximation of the amount that you can withdraw from your portfolio if you follow it exactly. As a result, it is only as exact as the information it receives. Besides, pensions and rental properties, social security benefits, side employment, and other sources of income are not taken into consideration with the rule. According to Fidelity, the majority of individuals only need to generate around 45% of their anticipated retirement income from savings, with the remainder coming from other sources. This rule also implies that your savings will generate a sufficient rate of return to help you avoid needing to withdraw funds from your principal before you pass away. Instead of taking money out of your savings to generate interest, it expects that your 4% withdrawal each year would come from consistent earnings. Some financial experts recommend that you retain the majority of your portfolio in safer assets, such as bonds, certificates of deposit, and cash when you retire in order to mitigate market risk. However, these assets tend to offer lower returns. Keeping this in mind, a 25 times savings target may not be sufficient to provide you a comfortable retirement. To get around this, you can invest in passive income sources. Now that you've heard everything about the 25 times rule, it's high time for you to start saving up. Even if it's just a few dollars a week, it's important that you plan for your golden years as early as now. This way, you can live out your years comfortably. Alright guys, we're wrapping up today's video, and we hope you enjoyed today's topic. Thanks for visiting our channel. This is FIRE, your channel on wealth tips, financial advice, cryptocurrency information, and updates on the financial world that you should definitely catch up with. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button and check out more videos like this one on the FIRE channel. Thanks for watching, and of course, see you in the next video.